Asian little mosey. One time will make me very happy. 2 1 times and my mom say go study. 3 1 times mommy take my own money. She always laughs at me and calls me dummy. 1 false move and my mom goes on my shit. 2 bad moves and I end up getting a kick. 3 bad moves and I get no birthday gift. My mommy always makes me angry and pissed. Yo, what's good? It's Jrzl. Today I'm with One Track Mind and we're gonna be answering all your questions.
Yeah, I'm chilling with One Track Mind.
I'm here with One Track Mind.
One Track Mind.
One Track Mind, we lit. So first and foremost, how long ago did you start on TikTok?
So originally I started in March because that was around when COVID started and I was just bored as hell. So my friend told me to make an account, so I did. And with my first account, I was able to reach like around 250K in the first 2 months. And after that, for some reason, my account got really shadow banned. So like literally none of my vids were hitting the FYP. And so I decided to start a new account. And that first account, my second video really blew up. And in my first week, I hit 600K followers. And by the end of the month, I hit 1 mil.
That's crazy. How did you what gave you the idea to start with TikTok in general?
So my friend just told me to start doing TikTok because because we were all bored. So we just everyone just make a TikTok. So our friend group was just we all made a TikTok. And yeah, I just started doing in the beginning, I just did normal singing vids. And then on my old account, my first Asian parody was one with the 2K baby, Asian 2K baby. Asian 2K baby! That was the first one I ever did. And that one really blew up. 2K baby even reposted it and stuff. So I was like, dang, this is crazy. And he followed me and stuff. It was crazy. So because of that, I decided to do more parodies. And they all did really well on my old account. And then for some reason, I got shadow banned after that. And then so I started my new account. I'm like, let's just start out with the Asian parodies. And I just did them and it just blew up crazy.
That's dope. And that's a common question that came up in the comments. How did you come up with the Asian parodies? What gave you the inspiration for that 2K baby video?
Well, I used to visit China every summer and I would live with my relatives and I just practice copying how they talk, trying to speak English, and it was just really funny. So over the years, I just developed it, and I'm I've seen Asian parodies before, but they're not very good. Their pitch is all off. So I just knew mine could probably blow up a little because I can actually kind of sing.
Definitely, for sure. And that kind of answers the question in itself. I know people are joking around in the comments, what kind of Asian is Jrzl? But I guess we have the answer, right? You're Chinese.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. And a lot of people are out here, they're kind of wondering what obviously it wasn't very hard for you to get the growth and traction that you had on TikTok. Was there any secret sauce that you put in there? Any tips on on making TikToks to hit the For You page?
Definitely. So before I actually started taking it seriously, I actually did a lot of research on what the TikTok algorithm is. And so there's 3 main things that I really recommend. The first thing is you want to use trending hashtags, specifically the ones that have the fire square or the blue square, because those means they're trending and more people you'll automatically get some views from that. And then you also want to look on your For You page to see what's trending. Before I started doing the Asian parodies, there were other Asian TikTokers that I watched and I gained inspiration from them. I used some of what they used, but I added my own flair with the music and stuff. And so that's important. You want to find what's working on the FYP so you can either replicate it or gain inspiration from it to create something of your own. And finally, you want to have good watch time. Watch time is extremely important for a video to blow up. You want around 85% watch time. So usually in the beginning of vids, I put a good hook to keep them engaged, and also incentivize engagement. So ask them to share, whatever, because everything helps. You want around 25% engagement, and that's what pushes it out.
Okay, cool. And I think I already know the answer to this next question, but I'm gonna ask it anyways because people are wondering. Would you ever drop school to pursue the content creation stuff?
Um, right now, no, because I still believe that school is very important to succeed. Like a lot of people have been successful without school, but for me, I don't feel like I'm not good enough right now. I'm not ready to drop out. I don't think I'm successful enough. So I just have to keep on grinding and just do both. And eventually, like, I'll see what works out and I might eventually, but not right now.
Speaking on the topic of school, how old are you? What grade are you in?
I'm 16. I'm turning 17 in November, so very soon. And I'm in 12th grade of high school. So
All right, so how's like what's the dynamic like in high school? Like how have you seen like your status in school shift since you became like TikTok famous?
Honestly, not much because we're doing online school, so I don't actually get to see people person to person. So, and mostly, most of my friends are on Instagram, and I rarely like show my TikToks on Instagram. So not everyone knows. Like some people know, but I usually don't like to show it off because it's just a little overwhelming for me at times. I'm just gonna stick with chilling. Yeah.
All right, and while we're on the topic of school, have you ever actually gotten a bad grade that your parents were just like nah about?
Oh, definitely. I think my worst year was third grade. Because third grade, for some reason at my school, they put me in a gifted program because during my second grade, my school was like really easy. So I excelled at everything and it was so easy. But third grade, they put me in this program and oh my God, I was literally getting C's and D's. And I even got like a couple of F's in third grade. And like, but that was just a terrible year for me. It was just a lot going on and stuff. But yeah, I got better eventually.
What was your parents' reaction to you getting those C's and D's in grade 3?
Oh, I got thrown into a trash can once. It was pretty funny though. I got thrown and I was like, oh my God. It wasn't that bad though. None of like most of the things I say in my TikToks, I over exaggerate them.
Definitely.
Yeah, obviously, you know, but it's just for comedic purposes.
I get that for sure. Kind of to proceed a little bit. I'm sure with all this this traction on TikTok, like obviously we've gotten mainstream attention for artists like 2K Baby and stuff like that. Has anyone ever reached out and given you like good advice? And if so, what's the best advice you've heard from anyone in those kind of positions?
I mean, right now with all my traction, I haven't gotten like crazy amount of advice from like famous people. I mainly list like the best advice I've gotten is from my parents, honestly, because they just tell me like they support me with this, but they're also like, you got to keep on studying and doing well in school. And like, yeah, it keeps me like, I mean, a lot of my favorite like messages are actually from like my smaller followers, because like they always talk about how like you know they suffer from depression and my videos can help make their day better. So those really inspire me and motivate me to continue, you know.
I feel that for sure. I love that actually. That's a great you know, that's better than any piece of advice I could have thought of. But in terms of your platform itself, what was the thing that helped you build it most? Was it like the 2K Baby share? Was it natural like engagement on TikTok? How did it work?
Definitely, I'd say 2K Baby started it because with him reposting it and the vid going viral, that was like my most viral video on my old account ever. So I was like, dang. And then so like I just continued doing them, and yeah, just my videos just kept on hitting the For You page, and it was just really crazy growth.
Any other like artists reshare your Asian remixes of their music?
I know
like just comment or whatever, you know.
I know Lil Zell watches them because whenever I join his lives, he's always like, "Yo, Jrzl," he's always like, "Yo, I watched your vid before," and he's like, "It's pretty cool." And yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's a couple more.
Definitely, for sure, without a doubt. Now talking more a bit in your music lane, you're also an artist, right? Outside of the comedy stuff.
Yeah.
And you have like a song out right now, right?
I got one song out.
Well, for future plans, right? What would be like your dream, not even a dream feature, but some features you'd want to do, like artists you'd like to work with?
Definitely Lil Zell, because Lil Zell, he was one of the inspirations for me to start TikTok because when I first started in March, I was like watching like his LMK videos and how he blew up from that. So I'm like, maybe it is possible. It's very possible now because you see all these vids on the For You page, like of these artists being like, listen, don't scroll. I'm broke. I wrote this song. You gotta help me. You know, like there's a lot of vids blowing up like that. And it's just pretty crazy. Like TikTok has literally like given like a lot of people like new careers and stuff. So I'm just like, I just decided like, this is very possible. So I just started growing smallly. But yeah, I haven't dropped like crazy. Like I haven't dropped any like song that I'm trying to promote yet, but there's something coming soon.
I feel that. I'm excited to hear it. Now talking a little bit more on like a career out of this stuff, right? You're 16, turning 17 really soon. Most kids your age probably working at like McDonald's and stuff like that, right? TikTok is your part-time job right now?
Yeah, technically. I don't make any money from it, but it's just growing my fan base right now. That's what's more important to me right now.
Definitely, for sure. And like, do you see like a strong conversion rate? Like, what is your, like, fan-wise, what would you say like your number of fans is? Because a lot of the time, like, followers differentiate from fans. So how many engaging people do you think are out there like that are really diehard Jrzl fans?
I'd say like diehard, I got like around 10K. It's not a lot, but it's a good start, you know? Like diehard is like they really support me, and I could care less about the big followers. I care more about like people who really engage with my stuff, because that's what's most important, you know?
Definitely, without a doubt. Now, what piece of advice do you have for young hustlers and content creators and artists and anything out there, like the young kids that are trying to pursue a dream? What piece of advice do you have for them?
So definitely, it's very possible. Okay, let me just start out with that. If you're trying to grow, it's gonna be tough. You want to make sure you learn what you're trying to grow on. Like for example, with TikTok, I studied around like 2 weeks just to learn everything in the algorithm so that I know what I was doing. Because you don't want to just post random stuff. Especially with TikTok, if you have an account and a lot of your videos aren't like very like good views, it lowers your like actual how do I say it? It lowers your credibility rate. So you want to imagine like every video as like a good video, because that will overall boost it and it'll give you a higher chance to reach the FYP.
All right.
So, yeah, definitely. Just keep grinding. It's all a grind. Yo, what's good? It's Jrzl. I just answered all your questions with One Track Mind.